here are the reasons why I decided to buy Jasmy. Reason number one is because I think that Jasmy has amazing fundamentals. As we all know, Jasmy is focused on the data storage industry, and I think that right there is so amazing because I think the data storage market has so much room to grow. In fact, if we take a look at this, we will see that in the next 6 years, the data storage market size is expected to reach over $376 billion. And I think that right there is very astounding. I believe that Jasmy is focused on the right industry. And I also believe that Jasmy has such an amazing intended use case. Jasmy is trying to decentralize data storage. And I think this right here is so wonderful because if we take a look at data storage nowadays, most of it is centralized. And I think this right here has a lot of weaknesses because, for example, centralized data storage, usually there is a single point of failure. And also on top of that, a lot of the data for centralized data storage is typically stored by a single entity. However, that is not the case when it comes to decentralized data storage. With decentralized data storage, the data is instead saved on various nodes in a decentralized network. And as a result of that, there is no longer a single point of failure. I think that moving forward, decentralized data storage is the way to go. And I believe that as the data storage industry continues to grow, and I think that as more and more enterprises start to understand the benefits of decentralized data storage, I think as all of that starts happening, I think so will amazing crypto projects, much like Jasmy, that are focused on the data storage industry. I think the future is so bright for Jasmy. And reason number two is because I believe that Jasmy has a lot of room to grow. I mean, just think about this, right? Jasmy is 258 times lower than the price of $1, which is insane. I mean, hypothetically speaking, if I were to invest $1,000 into Jasmy right here, right now, and Jasmy were to just go to the price of $1, I would have managed to turn my $1,000 into $258,000. I mean, that right there is so mind-boggling. And of course, that is not financial advice, but I think if anything, that visualizes just how much room Jasmy has to grow. And also on top of that, I do believe that Jasmy has such an amazing risk to reward ratio, for me at least. And the reason why I say that is because the way I view it is that by me investing in Jasmy right now, I am not risking that much to lose in order to potentially gain a lot in the future. By me buying Jasmy right now, yeah, sure, the price of Jasmy could go down, but I think it is nothing compared to the potential gains that Jasmy can have in the long term. I think Jasmy is much closer to a bottom than it is a top. When I see something this amazing, yet this low in price, how can I not scoop it up? And reason number three is because I believe that Jasmy has amazing leadership. In fact, right, Jasmy's representative director, COO, and CSO were all former top executives at the Sony Corporation. And that's what I really love about Jasmy. The team is actually professional. A lot of people, sometimes in the comments, they like to say, oh, why do you keep talking about the leadership when it comes to Jasmy? Oh, that's not important. A lot of people like to say this in the comments, but for the people who say this, I completely disagree. I believe that leadership is extremely important. As the old saying goes, the fish rots from the head down. Everything starts from the leader. For example, you take a look at FTX, that was run like a total circus show. You take a look at Sam Bankman-Fried. I mean, that guy is a complete clown. That's just my opinion only. Hiring, Caroline Ellison, his ex-girlfriend, running his trading firm, Alameda Research. Crazy stuff. That type of nonsense does not go down in Jasmy. That is not the case whatsoever. I believe that the right people are running Jasmy. And reason number four is because Jasmy is well regulated. In fact, Jasmy is the first legally compliant crypto in Japan, which I think is very impressive. And I think that truly speaks a lot about Jasmy, because in order to become legally compliant in Japan as a cryptocurrency, it is extremely difficult. There is extremely stringent rules and regulations out there in Japan. So the fact that Jasmy was even able to achieve that in the first place is truly something spectacular. So in conclusion, when I consider just how spectacular Jasmy is, why would I not buy Jasmy? If anything, I am loving this buying opportunity when it comes to Jasmy, especially right here, right now. The prices are so low. And even though that is not an invitation to buy, sell, or trade Jasmy, even though that is not the case whatsoever, I am extremely bullish on the future of Jasmy. I think during the next bull run, Jasmy is going to shock a lot of people. And I think ultimately Jasmy, during the next bull run, is going to make a lot of the Jasmy haters cry. At that point, during the next bull run, once Jasmy goes to the price of 50 cents, once it goes to the price of $1 and beyond, as that all starts happening, all of the Jasmy haters out there, they're going to start crying over to their girlfriend's boyfriend. And yeah, you heard that right. They're going to be crying over to the boyfriend of their girlfriend. I mean, it's going to be embarrassing, but hey, it is what it is. That's the result of being a Jasmy hater. And if you want to check out a very interesting video, make sure to go ahead and click on this thumbnail right here. It's a very fantastic video, and I think you all would really love it.